in Nashville, Tennessee. I'll give you your own very own cowboy. I ain't going to Jackson, I'm going to Nashville. Yeah, so here in Nashville, Tennessee, yeah. Yeah, Nashville, Tennessee. And that I just come from Jackson. Well, good evening. My name is Johnny Cash. And you can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Go tell the long-tongued liar, go tell the midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter, tell them the guys gonna cut it down. Tell them the guys gonna cut it down. Yeah. Well, my goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. My head's been wet with a midnight dew. I've been down on a bended knee, talking to the man from Galilee. He spoke to me in a voice so sweet, I thought I heard a shepherd of angels speak. He called my name and my heart stood still when he said, John, go do my will. Go tell the long-tongued liar, go tell the midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter, tell them the guys gonna cut it down, tell them the guys gonna cut it down. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gonna cut you down, sooner or later, gonna cut you down. You may throw your rock and hide your hand, working in the dark against your fellow man. Pure as gold, made black and white. What's done in the dark will be brought to the light. You can run on for a long time. Yeah, run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Sooner or later, they'll cut you down. Sooner or later, they'll cut you down. Go tell the long-tongued liar. Go tell the midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell them the God's gonna cut you down. Tell them the God's gonna cut him down. Yeah, tell them the God's gonna cut you down. Yeah. Well, while they're carrying my cross here with my faith, with my son, here around my neck. But in the name of the Lord, I did make it down here to Nashville tonight. 'Cause I'm out, baby. Well, I hear the train I'm coming. It's rolling round the bend. And I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. But I'm stuck in Folsom prison. Well, time keeps dragging on. Yeah. Well, the train keeps on rolling on down the Saturday. Oh, but I was just a baby. My mama told me, son, always be a good boy. Don't never play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. Well, I hear the whistle blowing. I make my head. Oh, yeah. I'll read you the straight, Nashville. Come on. Well, in the streets, folks eating in fancy dining cars. They probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. Well, I know I can't be free. No, I can't be free. But those people keep on moving, and that's what total should go. I tell you, well, if free me from this prison, if the railroad train is mine, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line. Oh, far from Folsom prison, that's where I want to stay. Yeah, I've let that lonesome whistle blow out blues away. Yeah, blow out blues away. Well, it's always a special time down here in the South, I'll tell you that. There's a little bit of Johnny Cash Band. We've been on a long tour of the South. If you want to be a good boy, talk about all the stories about the great men of the South. And all those great men is called John. Yeah.
Big John, Big John.
Every morning at the mine you could see him rise. The 6'6", weighed 245, kind of broad at the shoulder and narrow at the hip. And everybody knew you didn't get no lick with Big John.
Big John, Big John.
A big bad John.
Big John.
Nobody seemed to know where John called home. He just drifted into town and stayed all alone. He didn't say much, just kind of quiet and shy. Didn't smoke at all, he just said hi to Big John. Somebody said he came from New Orleans, where he got into a fight over a Cajun queen. crashing blow from a huge right-hand St. Louisiana penalty, the promised land, Big John.
Big John, Big John,
Big Bad John.
Big John.
There came that day at the bottom of the mine when a timber cracked and men started crying. The miners were praying and the hearts beat fast till everybody thought they'd breathe their last, said John. Through the dust and smoke of this man-made hell walked a giant of a man the miners knew well. Grabbed a sagging timber and gave out with a groan like a giant oak tree just stood there alone. Big John.
Big John, Big John.
Yeah, that was Big Bad John.
Big John.
Well, with all of his strength, he gave a mighty shove. Well, then a miner yelled out, "There's a light up above!" And 20 men scrambled from the would-be grave. And now there's only one left down there to save. It's Big John. So with Jackson Timbers, they started back down. Then came that rumble way down to the ground. And that smoke and gas belched out of that mine. And everybody knew it was the end of the line. Big John.
Big John, Big John.
That's right, Big Bad John.
Big John.
Oh, now they never reopened that worthless pit. They just placed the marble stand in front of it. These few words were written on that stand. At the bottom of this mine lies one hell of a man. Big Johnny.
Big John, Big John.
What's his name? It was Big Bad John.
Big John.
Who's that? Big Bad John. This Big Bad John. Yeah, it was one clean man, that Big Bad John. I try to be more like him from now on. Because my daddy, he was no good to me, man, I'll tell you. Well, my daddy left home when I was 3, and he didn't leave much to ma and me. Just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. That's right, yeah. Now I don't blame him, cause he's running hid. But the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Yeah! Well, I must have thought it was quite a joke, and I got a lot of laughs from a lot of folks, and it seemed I'll have to fight my whole life through. Now some guy will giggle and I get bread, and some guy will laugh and I bust his head, and I'll tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. Come on, Nashville! Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean. Now my fist got hard and my wits got keen. I drove from town to town to hide my shame. But I made me a vow to the moon and the stars. I searched those honker tongs on the bars, and I killed that man that gave me that awful name. Well, it was Gatlinburg, and it was mid-July, and I had just been in town, and my throat was dry. I thought I'd stop out and have myself a brew. There an old saloon, in a street of Bud. Yeah, there at the table, it was dealing studs. Sam the dirty man, you know, named me Sue. Well, I knew that steak was all sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother had. And I knew that scar his cheek and his evil eye. It was big and bad, it was gray and old, and I looked at him, and my blood ran cold, and I said, "My name is Sue. How do you do? Now you're gonna die!" Yeah, yeah, that's what I told him. Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, but he went down. But to my surprise, he come up with a knife and cut up a piece of my ear. But I busted a chair right across his teeth, and then we crashed into the walls, into the street, kicking and gouging the mud, the blood, the beer. I'll tell you, life fought tough for me. I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. But I heard it laugh, and I heard it cuss, and then it went for his gun, but I pulled mine first. And he stood there looking at me, and I saw him smile. He said to me, "Son, this world is rough, but if a man's gonna make it, it's gonna be tough." And I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. Yeah, so I gave that name, then I said goodbye. I knew you had to get tough or die. And it was that day that helped to make you strong. Yeah, he said, now you just fought one hell of a fight. And I know you hate me and you got the right to kill me now, and I would have laid you if you. But you ought to thank me before I die, he said, for the gravel in your guts and the spit in your eye. Cause I'm the son of a bitch that named you soon. Yeah, what could I do? What could I do? I got all choked up and I got threw down my gun. I called him a car and he called me a son. I come away with a different point of view. And I think about it every now and then, every time I try it, every time I win. And if I ever have a son, I tell you, I'm gonna name him Bill or George or anything they would choose. Yeah, I still hate that day. Yeah, it's not easy, man. It's not easy. I tell you, I got no respect at all. Even though I've been everywhere around this world. Now, I'll tell you the story. Now, come on. I was strolling out there along the dusty and muddled road. When along came a semi with a high canvas-covered load. If you're gonna win a buck tonight, will you give me a ride? And so I climbed into the cab and then I settled down inside. He asked me if I'd seen a road with so much dust and sand. And I said, hey, listen, man. I traveled every road in this here land, living everywhere, man, loving everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man, I breathe the mountain daily. I travel out in my shit, man, I've been everywhere, yeah. In Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Minnesota, Buffalo, Colorado, Winslow, Sarasota, Wichita, Tulsa, Ottawa, and Oklahoma town, Love, Panama, Pennsylvania, Lafayette, Baltimore, Salvador, and Emily, Coconino, Barranquilla, Valentino. I'm a killer. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the desert, man. I breathe the mountain, man. The travel up in my shit, man. I've been everywhere. I've been in Boston, Charleston, Dayton, Louisiana, Washington, Houston, Kingston, Texarkana, Monterey, Faraday, Santa Fe, Talent, Glen Rock, Black Rock, Little Rock, and Oklahoma, Tennessee, Chicken Peter, Spirit, and Grand Day, Devils, make it fighter, like a beat, take out the freeway, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the desert, man. I breathe the mountain, man. I travel up in my shit, man. I've been everywhere. Louisville, Nashville, Knoxville, Alabama, Sheriffsville, Jacksonville, Waterville, Costa Rica, Pittsburgh, Springfield, Bakersfield, Shred, Acapulco, Cadillac, California, Dago, Idaho, Jellicoe, Argentina, Labrador, Pasadena, Colorado, see what I mean, yo. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts, man. I breathe the mountain, man. Travel out in my shit, man. I've been everywhere. Yeah, I've been Pittsburgh, Bakersfield, Gravenburg, Colorado, Ellensburg, Rexburg, Pittsburgh, Colorado, Marimora, Antimora, Hellstone, Chickamauga, Chaska, Nebraska, Wisconsin, Oregon, Barracuda, Wyoming, Kansas City, Sioux, Dodge City, what a big, I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the desert, man. I bring the mountain, man. Travel out in my shit, man. I've been everywhere. I said I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere. What's up? Yeah! Those places are everywhere. We're in Nashville tonight. We made it all the way here. And I'll tell you, you gotta be staying off the cocaine and the whiskey. What have I got in my hair? That's right. Well, they wonder, and when I'm making them rounds, I take a shot of cocaine and I run out of them down. I went right home and I went to bed. I stopped that loving 44 beneath my head. Got up this morning and I grabbed that gun. Took a shot of cocaine and away I run. Made a good run, but I ran too slow. They all took me down in Juarez, Mexico. made a hot joint to take it uphill. It walked the sheriff from Jericho Hill. Said, Willie, you're now Jack Brown. You're the dirty hack that shot your woman down. So yes, my name is Willie Lee. You got a warrant, just read it to me. Shot her down because she made me slow. I thought I was her daddy, but she had 5 gold. When I was arrested, I was arrested bad. They put me on train and they took me back. Had no friend for to go my bill. They stopped my dried up carcass in that county jail. Early next morning, about 9:30, I spied a sheriff coming down the line. But then he comes as he cleared his throat. He said, come on, you dirty huck, that district court. Into the courtroom our trial began, where I was handled by 12 honest men. Just before the jury started out, I saw the little judge commence to look about. In about 5 minutes in walked a man, holding the verdict in his right hand. The verdict read in the first degree. I hold it, Lordy, Lordy, have a mercy on me. The judge, he smiled as he picked up his pen. 99 years in the Folsom pen. 99 years underneath that ground. I can't forget the day I shut that fat bitch down. Come on, you gotta listen to me. Lay off that whiskey and let that cocaine be. Yeah! Well, that's my dirty part to see. I made it out of college. I swore to the Lord Almighty, henceforth I shall live for those who have little and have less luck and fortune in the world. And henceforth I would only wear black. Well, you wonder why I always dress in black, why you never see bright colors on my back, and why does my appearance seem to have a somber tone? Well, there's a reason for the things that I have on. Well, I wear the black for the poor and beaten down, living in the hopeless, hungry side of town. I'll wear it for the prisoners whose long papers cry, but they're because they're the victim all the time. Well, I wear the black for those who never read or listened to the words that Jesus said about the road to happiness through love and charity. Why do you think he's talking straight to you and me? Well, we're doing mighty fine, I do suppose, in our streak of lightning causing fancy blows. But just so we're reminded of the ones who are held back, up front there ought to be a man in black. Well, I wear it for the sick and lonely old, for the reckless ones whose bad trip left them cold. I wear the black in mourning for the lives that could have been. Each week we lose 100 fine young men. And I wear it for the thousands who have died, believing that the Lord was on their side. I wear it for another 100,000 who have died, believing that we all were on their side. Well, there's things that never will be right, I know, and things need changing everywhere you go. But till we start to make a move, to make a few things right, you will never see me wear a suit of white. Oh, I love to wear a rainbow every day. I wouldn't actually, and tell the world that everything's okay. But I'll try to carry off a little darkness on my back till things are brighter. I'm the man in black. Yeah. I know it's a very catchy phrase nowadays to think positive, but in many cases what you can see is people will just turn their heads away from the troubles and the ugly things of life. As a man in black, I have more responsibility than that and carry some of the darkness, pain and suffering on my back, so you don't have to. A young cowboy named Billy Joe grew restless on a farm. A boy filled with wanderlust who really meant no harm. He changed his clothes and shined his boots and combed his dark hair down. His mother cried as he walked down. Don't take your guns to town, son. Leave your guns at home, Bill. Don't take your guns to town. Oh. He laughed and kissed his mom and he said, yo, Billy Joe's a man. I can shoot as quick and straight as anybody can. But I wouldn't shoot without a cause, I'd gun nobody down. She cried again as he rode away. Don't take your guns to town, son. Leave your guns at home, Bill. Don't take your guns to town. He sang a song as he rode with his guns hanging at his hips. He rode into a cattle town with a smile upon his lips. He stopped and walked into a bar and his laid his money down. But his mother's words echoed again. Don't take your guns to town, son. Leave your guns at home, Bill. Don't take your guns to town. Look. He drank his first strong liquor then to calm his shaking hand. And he tried to tell himself at last he had become a man. And a dusty cowpoke and a stab began to laugh him down. And he heard again his mother's words. Don't take your guns to town, son. Leave your guns at home, Bill. Don't take your guns to town. Yeah. His field of rage and Billy Joe reached for his gun to draw. But a stranger drew his gun and fired before he ever saw. As Billy Joe fell to the floor, the crowd all gathered round and wondered at his final word. Don't take your guns to town, son. Leave your guns at home, Bill. Don't take your guns to town. Yeah. Was indeed a song of peace from my heart. We'll be carrying until I walk the line. Yeah, Nashville, come on, walk the line with me. That's what I keep it close, watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the hands out for the tide I find. Because I walk the line. I've each groove. I find myself alone each day's through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you, because you're mine. I walk the line. Yeah! As sure as night is dark and day is light, I keep you on my mind all day and night. And happiness I feel proves that I'm right, because you're mine. I walk the line. Yeah! You got a way to keep me on your side. You know me calls for love that I can hide. For you I know I'd even try to turn the tide, because you're mine. I walk the line. I walk the line. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide all the time. I keep the ends out for the tide I bind, because you're mine. I walk the line, because you're mine. I walk the line, hey, I walk the line. Nashville, Tennessee. Carry my heart, come on, spirit, ring of fire. Yeah. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down and down, down, but the flames went higher. But it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. All right. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 the flames went higher. Let it burn, burn, burn. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. Yo! The taste of love is sweet. Come on! When hearts like ours meet, I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 where the flames went higher. Let it burn, burn, burn. That ring of fire, yeah, that ring of fire. I into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames were higher. And it burns, burns, burns. What's right? The ring of fire, the ring of fire. And it burns, burns, burns. That ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire, that ring of fire. Nashville. Well, just some real very cold timers. The other here in Nashville, Tennessee, we're gonna be running on and riding on. We're one very special, beautiful crowd. We'll tell you, we'll see. There is one more song I would like to sing to you from my heart. This is one of them later songs I thought I wrote out of hurt and pain for losing my friends. This is her. see if I still feel. I focus on the pain. The only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole. The old familiar still. Try to kill it all away, but I remember everything. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end, and you could have it all. My character, I will let you down. I will make you better. Thank you, Nashville, Tennessee. My name's Johnny Cash, and I wish you a good night. Yeah. I wear this crown of thorns upon my life's chair, full of broken thoughts I cannot repair. Beneath the stains of time, the feelings disappear, and you are someone else, and I'm still right here. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end, and you could have it all. My character, I will let you down. I will make you burn. If I could start again, a million miles away, I could keep myself. I will find a way. Thank you, Nashville. You were from my heart. Thank you. Have a good evening. Have a good night, Nashville, Tennessee. You're in my heart. Yeah.